Something I've noticed about cars is that they keep putting you in places you've never expected to be. You go to one meet one person, make a new friend, and then next weekend, you're doing something completely different. You're somewhere else entirely. So I don't think it's about cars themselves. I think it's kind of about what they unlock and what they bring into your life. And for me, my favorite part of that is the people. The car world is full of people you'd probably never meet. Otherwise, you got different ages, different genres, different ages, different jobs, different backgrounds, different cultures. It's really interesting. And what's interesting about it is you're standing, all of you, in the same parking lot, just geeking out over automotives. Kind of fun. And suddenly, you're not strangers anymore. I think places like Sonke Blue in particular, that's probably my favorite car made in Los Angeles. That feels like almost like real life Fast and Furious. You know in Fast and Furious when they say family every 5 seconds? It kind of feels like that, but in a good way. Like you don't even need to know anyone. Just show up, start talking to people, and you'll make friends. And you can do that at a lot of meets, not just Sonke Blue. One place I've been to a couple times it's called the South OC, which stands for Orange County. South OC Cars and Coffee. It is, I think, supposed to be the biggest cars and coffee in the entire United States. I think it probably is. It's massive. And they got some heavy hitters for sure. The cars that pull up to this place every weekend, you never know what will be there, but it's quite some exotic stuff oftentimes. That's been really interesting. And then also, kind of in my area, is Greddy. Yes, the famous Greddy, the automotive company. If you're into cars, you know it. If you don't, if you're not into cars, it's big automotive company. They hosted an absolutely enormous meet. This was back in, I think, like Christmas time, because it was a fundraiser, I believe. That was a lot of fun, kind of going around, seeing all the different cars. I parked mine there with a couple Z friends. When I say Z, I of course mean the 370Z, the 350Z, any Z that came before those, any Z that came after the Z. They've been making that car for a long time. But Greddy was filled up completely with amazing different builds, some very colorful, some not so colorful. I remember there was a very nice white and I think black, like accents, GTR. There's an R34 GTR, very nice. They had a really cool blue carbon, I think it was an RX-7 or a Super, I'm trying to remember. They also, I know there was a yellow S2000, there was a blue Honda NSX, there was Bayside Blue R34, there was an Aston Martin Green R34, which is owned by Nug Spec. There were a lot more cars too. That was a good one. I took so many pictures. I had a blast. I took one of my favorite photos I've ever taken of 3 white R33s lined up. I just said 3 way too many times. 3 white R33s all lined up. There's actually 4 at one point, but the picture, when I noticed all 4 were lined up, the guy number 4 was taken off and it came out a little blurry. But another fantastic meet. I think that's something else I wanted to talk about. Cars are really taking me into photography, which is exciting, because I was doing that a little bit before. Then once I got into filmmaking, kind of lost it a little. But cars are bringing it back. Cars have taken, There's a lot of unexpected opportunities. Got to have conversations with people I've never expected to meet. I recently, it's a weird one. I met a retired vice president from Raytheon, the weapons company. I just started talking to this guy about his car. An old VP for Raytheon. It's so random. And another friend I recently made. They used to work in Disney merchandising, which I think was fun since I used to work at Marvel. A little bit of overlap. It's Disney, right? Well, now Disney owns Marvel. The Raytheon guy had a Ferrari 250 GTE, and this other friend I met who's in merchandising had an RWB Porsche, and one of like the first ones in the US. So that's what I'm saying. There's a ton of unexpected opportunities. You just show up, be kind, be curious. Oh, so fun. One weekend, you're at a small meet. The next, boom, you're in LA at race service, looking at all these Liberty Walk cars. It looks like it came straight out of Tokyo. It's crazy. I think it's so cool. So when I say Cardman Adventures, I don't mean crazy road trips or anything like that. Maybe in the future. But I think sometimes adventure is just driving somewhere new, meeting someone interesting, learning about them, and somehow all those little moments stack up. I think it's pretty cool. And what amazes me is it keeps happening. Like, you think you've seen it all, and then you go to a new meet and something new appears. And you're like, oh, didn't see this one coming. Another car, another conversation, another story, and the journey continues onward. So cars are just machines, yes. But somehow they keep leading to experiences that feel a whole lot bigger than that. And honestly, that still amazes me.